12 Women of Magic, Curses, and Yokai. When we hear the word witch, we usually imagine Europe, but Japan has its own legends of mysterious women who cast curses, command supernatural beings, change their forms, and haunt the mountains. They were not called witches, they were yokai, demon women, sorceresses, and sometimes human beings who crossed the boundary into something else. These are 12 witches of Japanese folklore.
Yamauba, the mountain witch. Deep in the mountains lives Yamauba. She usually appears as an old woman offering shelter to travelers lost in the wilderness. But some stories reveal a far darker nature. She may devour humans, possess supernatural powers, or change her appearance. Yet other traditions portray her as a mysterious guardian of the mountains. Of all Japanese yokai, Yamauba may be the closest to the classic Western witch. 2. Kijo Momiji, the demon witch of Togakushi. Momiji was said to be an extraordinarily beautiful and intelligent woman. But, according to one famous legend, she used sorcery and was eventually driven from the imperial capital. She settled in the mountains of Shinano. There, the beautiful woman became remembered as Kijo Momiji, Momiji the demon woman. The warrior Taira no Koremochi was ultimately sent to defeat her. Even today, her legend survives around Togakushi and Kinasa.
3. Suzuka Gozen, the mysterious woman of Mount Suzuka. Suzuka Gozen is difficult to define. In different versions of her legend, she is a beautiful supernatural woman, a celestial maiden, a thief, or even an oni. Her story became closely connected with the warrior Sakanoue no Tamuramaro and his battles against supernatural enemies. Was she a demon? A goddess? A sorceress? Japanese folklore never gives us one simple answer.
4. Takiyasha-hime, the sorceress of the ruined palace. Princess Takiyasha was said to be the daughter of the rebel warrior Taira no Masakado. Later legends transformed her into a powerful sorceress who continued her father's rebellion through supernatural means. Her most famous image comes from Utagawa Kuniyoshi. Inside a ruined palace, Takiyasha summons a gigantic skeleton to confront her enemies. Few figures in Japanese legend look more like a dark fantasy witch.
5. Hashihime, the woman who became a demon. Hashihime means princess of the bridge. Older traditions connect her with bridges and their guardian spirits, but another terrifying legend tells of a woman consumed by jealousy. Desperate for revenge, she prayed to become a demon. Her wish was granted. The jealous woman transformed into an oni and sought vengeance against those she hated. She became one of Japan's most enduring images of jealousy, turning a human being into a monster.
6. The Onibaba of Adachigahara, the demon hag. Travelers crossing the lonely fields of Adachigahara were warned of an old woman living alone in the wilderness. She appeared human and might even offer a traveler shelter, but the woman was said to be an oni in disguise. The legend became famous as Kurozuka, or the Black Mound, and later entered No and other performing arts. Among Japanese legends, she strongly resembles the terrifying old witch of European fairy tales.
7. Kiyohime, the serpent woman of Dojoji. Kiyohime fell in love with a young Buddhist monk named Anchin.
When he rejected and fled from her, her passion turned into furious obsession. She pursued him to Dojoji Temple, transforming into a gigantic serpent. Anshin hid beneath a temple bell, but Kiyohime wrapped herself around it and burned both the bell and the man inside. She was not born a monster. Her emotions transformed her into one.
8. Jorogumo, the spider enchantress. A spider waits patiently for its prey. Jorogumo does the same. In Japanese tales, this supernatural spider can appear as a beautiful woman. She attracts or deceives unsuspecting men before revealing the deadly creature behind the disguise. Stories of Jorogumo vary from region to region, but the central image remains unforgettable. Beauty on the outside, a predator underneath.
9. Hienma, beauty hiding a demon. Hienma appears in an Edo period collection of strange tales. She represents dangerous beauty and destructive desire. Her outward appearance is compared to something divine and beautiful, but within lies something terrifying. Unlike many yokai, Hienma is less a monster with a fixed appearance and more a warning. A beautiful illusion can hide the thing that destroys you.
10. Izuna-tsukai, the master of familiar spirits. Not every Japanese witch was a monster. Legends also spoke of people known as Izuna-tsukai, practitioners believed to command small fox-like spirits. These supernatural familiars could supposedly be used for divination, possession, healing, or harming others. Because of this connection with controlled spirits, the Izuna-tsukai may be one of the closest Japanese parallels to the witch and her familiar.
11. Ame-onna, the rain woman. When the rain begins to fall, a strange woman appears, Ame-onna, the rain woman. She was famously illustrated by the Edo period artist Toriyama Sekien as a woman standing beneath the rain. Later, folklore connected her with the power to bring rainfall, while other regional stories gave her a darker reputation. She is not a witch in the Western sense. She is something stranger, a woman who belongs to the rain itself.
12. The woman of Ushi-no-Koku Mairi, the curse at the hour of the ox. Deep in the night, a woman dressed in white enters a shrine. On her head burns an iron crown of candles. This is Ushi-no-Koku Mairi, a legendary curse ritual performed during the hour of the ox. She is often depicted hammering nails into a straw effigy representing her victim. She is not necessarily a yokai. She is human, and perhaps that makes her the closest thing to a true Japanese witch.
Japan never had witches exactly like those of Europe. Instead, its folklore gave us something far more diverse. Mountain hags, demon women, shapeshifters, spirit masters, women transformed by jealousy, obsession, and revenge. Some were monsters, some were human, and some existed somewhere between the two. In the darkness of Japanese folklore, the witch takes many forms.